I'm ready. Are you? Oh, yes, you are. I can sense it. We are all ready for the hottest podcast blending Second Life and real life. Boys and girls, it's time for the fourth wall with Paul and BK in three, two, one. Talk to me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Fourth Wall. I'm the scumbag superstar Paul Slater alongside my podcast partner BK and his lovely partner Z. And Merry Christmas, BK. We're back again for our second annual Christmas episode.
Well, Merry Christmas to you and Merry Christmas to my world Z. And we were sitting. Yeah, you said the second. It's actually hard to believe we've made it this far. We didn't think we were. We didn't think we were going to make it past 2 or 3 episodes.
That was the initial plan. Was what 2 or 3 episodes. We'll see what happens.
Well, I think that's what we were gonna. I think that was initially what we were gonna do, and just to see if people, even cared. And apparently they do, because here we are, season 2, and by the time this comes out for the Christmas episode, this will be what, number 16?
Season 2, 16. Yep. I think it's just like our 50th podcast or something. I don't know. It's pretty good. There's a lot. Stop counting.
Yeah, there's quite a few, but hopefully more to come in the future. All right, so it is Christmas time. It is the holiday season, however you wish to celebrate it. And one thing that we did, we were talking, and what Z's doing right now, she's actually going back and looking in history because my memory sucks. And she's going back, and we were trying to figure out what we were going to do with this show, because last year we touched on Christmas, our favorite Christmas movies, our least favorite Christmas movies, and some of the songs, that we liked, some things we didn't like. But last year we actually took a few days, or about a week, and planned this out. This was actually planned to do this morning.
Yeah.
So this is very improv, or wait, what? Yeah, is it improv?
On the cuff.
Yeah. I mean,
flying at the seat of our pants, whatever word you want to use.
So Z is
all improv.
All improv, yeah. So Z, one of the things that we were talking about earlier was last year, because we kind of had to throw that one together, even though we knew what we were going to talk about. That there was a movie that Paul either liked or didn't like, that he kind of took some grief for. Have you found that yet?
I haven't. I just got to the point where I was getting my ass jumped about not liking home.
I'm pretty sure it was A Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm almost positive it was A Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, and then of course, we all had the debate that it happens every year about Die Hard.
Oh, yeah, well, Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Right, it's not Christmas until you see Hans Gruber fall off the Nakatomi building. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
It's got to be that should be a Christmas holiday by itself. Is Die Hard Day? Really? I mean, they really should, considering all the stuff that gets. But anyway, so I'm kind of glad that we are doing this morning, because I want to kind of touch on something that it doesn't bother me, but what bothers me is what is kind of coming, what is going on with Hollyweird. Now, I have no issues with movies being released on Christmas Day and, for the holiday season. I have no issues with that. But it's the type of movies that they're wanting to release. And the one that caught my attention is they have redone the movie Anaconda. And it's got Jack Black and Paul Rudd in it. And if anybody has seen the original, yes, that movie was cheesy. Yes, but that's what made it so great. I'm sorry. I think they just destroyed what could have been.
They ran out of ideas. The whole Hollywood has run out of ideas. That's my take.
Well, is it that they really run out of ideas? Because I heard, I forget, I either heard it in a conversation or I read it, that it's quote unquote not necessarily they're out of ideas, but it's the fact that they like to bring back popular names. It's
Yeah, that
basically
too.
it's the fact that we're gonna try to make money off of a name because let's be honest, Hollywood's not really doing anything good right now. Haven't done anything for a while that's been worth going to see.
I'm telling you,
And
with all this like ChatGPT and AI stuff, it's only a matter if it's not happening already, and I'm sure it is, where ChatGPT or some AI program is just going to write. It's going to be movie scripts now. That's eventually that's where we're going.
yeah, but can't do that because okay,
Well,
we're
I'm
not
with
gonna
you.
we're not gonna ruin the Christmas spirit.
No,
Okay, so Z, have you found what the one that Paul says it was Nightmare Before Christmas? Have you found it yet?
It absolutely was.
see,
Yes, I just came across that, and it had the listeners absolutely going off at him in chat to the point the fuck yous in chat. So
Oh
it was
wow!
enough that there was a comment made about, oh, you even got a fuck you. Yeah. So yeah, it
hey,
was the
it's not a
Nightmare
Christmas. I
Before
don't think it's a
Christmas.
Christmas movie. So I still hold that statement.
Yeah, but it says A Nightmare Before Christmas.
All right,
It's Santa, in it,
before Christmas.
right, but it's still got Santa in
It's
it.
got a Santa Claus in it.
All right, all right.
Uh, okay, and
Oh,
okay, so yeah, okay, now that I'm sitting here thinking about, trying to think about some of the stuff that we had talked about before, and I know there are lists and lists of movies that people dislike, Christmas movies, and then you got some that are so beloved. I don't remember. Did we touch on? And the reason why it triggered this is because I was looking on Netflix the other day, and just so happened, they got the holiday collection, and all that. Did we speak about the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies?
there were comments made in that list because a couple of them were on the worst list.
I
So
just seen this thing on. I literally just seen it like 2 nights ago, where they break down the Santa Claus movies and how, like, how like the whole plot of the Santa Claus movie is, oh, Santa fell off the roof.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it was all just happened by chance.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of like, I watch this, I follow this guy on TikTok, and he breaks down movies. Like he broke down this movie about how it's been Christmas movies the last few ones, about how Home Alone is not really a Christmas movie. It's more of a Christian movie because of the old man, right? Remember the old man? I forget what his name was. The old man in Home Alone, where he's shoveling the snow. Kevin goes to the store and he puts the money down on the thing, and you see that he cut his hand. It looks like he has blood on his hand, right? He has blood on his hand from like the bandage. Then they show, fast forward, they show when they're in the church near the end, and the old man saying, you have to stand up, for your believing, whatever he says. And then the cut is on the other end of the hand. Like he still has the bandage on, but the blood is soaking through the top end of his hand, meaning like he was Jesus. And like the nail went through. Like this guy broke this down. It's crazy. I'll have to share it on
Hey,
our chat.
I'm not gonna lie. That is the first time I have heard that
Yeah,
one.
me too. Right.
oh
So
wow.
it's crazy. Like the way he says it, I'm totally butchering it right now. But like the way he says it, it's like, wow, man, I didn't really look at it like that, but he was right. So going back to the Santa Claus movie, there's parts in the movie where like when when Tim Allen and his son were in the Denny's, there's a kid sitting in another booth, and the kid has elf ears on. And then during the party, like in the beginning of the movie, there's a kid walking past something, and the kid has elf ears, meaning that it wasn't so happened by chance that he fell off the roof, meaning that he was chosen to be Santa Claus. Like he was chosen. They picked him to be Santa Claus. And there was all these little elements in the movie that prove that, where the whole movie he's arguing like he fell off the roof. Like it's not my fault. But he was always chosen to be Santa Claus. And then they touched on it in like the third episode or the third movie, where they're like, he didn't fall off the roof. He chose you. Like they chose you to be Santa, which I never really looked at because, you don't really pay that much detail into that movies. You know what I mean? But it was interesting.
That tells me that people have way too much time on their hands. They can sit there and nitpick a 2-hour movie apart. I mean, bless them, I guess.
Yeah. This guy is
for
like
doing that.
I don't know who he is, but like his profile is like I guess he's like a movie entrepreneur, like a whatever you call them. Like he's like a professor and like drama professor or something. So he like breaks all these movies down. I mean, it was interesting. There's a lot of them though. He does. It's not just Christmas movies. He's doing Christmas movies now, but it's interesting. Like I never really looked at it like that much detail, especially Christmas movies.
Well,
I guess it really, with your comment there about too much time on their hands, I guess it just really depends on where your interests lie.
Yeah.
Because when you said that, when he said that, I had this flash in my head, and I had to try very hard not to snort and giggle because all I could see is like a preteen boy scanning through an entire movie for a 2-second flash of a nipple.
I mean, it's like it's weird about stuff like that. Like I have no interest in it, but till it gets my interest, you know what I mean? Like I never really never looked into nothing like that, and then I'm watching these videos, and I'm like, holy shit! Like then you really start thinking, like, you know what, they're right. Like I didn't really look at it like that. But again, you and I are similar, BK. Like we love that. Especially in wrestling, in our storylines, like we love that little. Maybe even only you and I are going to get it, and we put them little trinkets in these storylines, these little Easter eggs. That maybe it's only, but I like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So it was interesting.
Well, yeah, I do. I agree with that. But for me, I don't want to sit there and watch something to dissect it.
Exactly.
I want to
yeah, understand.
For me, it's just entertained by either the movie. In my mind, it's either like, yes, I like that movie. Yes, I would watch that movie again. Yes, I'd watch that movie with my kids. Or I just wasted 2 hours of my life and I'll never recommend it to anybody. Unless it's somebody I really, really dislike and I want 2 hours of the life to be gone, they can never get back.
Agreed.
But no, I just like to be entertained by them. It's like, what we were talking about, some of the songs and things like that. Christmas songs. Like, I thought it was hilarious when the 12 Days of Christmas was done by Twisted Sister.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That was hilarious.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I liked when Cheech Marin took Jingle Bells and made it into Itchy Balls.
Oh God.
And then of course there's Frosty the Pervert. Things like that. I like things that are fun like that.
Now, as far as parody Christmas music, they did. And my mom is Southern to the core of her soul. She is a country person from start to finish. We have the the CDs, excuse me, of Cletus T. Judd.
Oh my God.
He does some of the best Christmas parody songs. They are the cutest things. It's just
oh my God, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Oh yes, he does the parody songs of the Christmas music, and it's like the Frosty the Beer Mug, like that. Just
it's funny though.
Some of them are absolutely hilarious.
So I got my granddaughter. My granddaughter's 3 months old. Actually, 3 months old today.
Okay.
So Fridays, I'm usually, I'm off on Friday, so I usually babysit her during the day. So my daughter says to me, if she starts crying, put on Christmas music for her. This was last week. And I'm like, okay. So I have her Friday, right? She's crying. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, I'm annoyed, like, cause it's like, I don't know how to handle this shit, right? So I'm giving her a bottle. She's not taking a bottle. She's not doing anything. Make sure she's changed. She's fine. So I'm like, you know what? I put a Christmas movie, Silent Night on. I'll tell you what, this kid shut up so fast and just sat there and just listened to Silent Night. Soon as Silent Night was over, she starts crying again. I put it on again. I must have listened to Silent Night for like 6 hours last week. And I was ready. I'm like, oh my God, I hate this fucking song now. Yeah.
Yeah, I can get that because my youngest biological son, when he was a little toddler, he fell in love with that song, Who Let the Dogs Out.
Yeah.
I can't stand that song to this day.
Oh, I hate that song too.
So I get it. So I get it. Put up Christmas music and yeah,
It was
yeah, I
that
don't
and
know.
Oh Holy Night. You know that song, Oh Holy Night. That song too.
Mhm.
Like them two songs were playing back to back. It was
Oh,
nuts.
wow,
Oh, good Lord.
that would
Ah,
be. I don't. Is torture the right word for that?
It was, man. But it was either that or listen to a 3-month-old baby screaming, crying for the whole day.
Yeah. That's one of those that it's like I don't know. I get your. I don't know which is lesser two evils.
Yeah, right. Both are equally torturous. And don't get me wrong, I love my granddaughter, but
Oh yeah.
oh man, when they cry, boy. Whew.
Okay, so here's something that we did not touch on when we were talking about the Christmas thing. Um, what is your honest opinion about, and this is just how I'm seeing it, or how I'm seeing it, so I want to see if anybody else does. Is it me, or does it seem like Christmas is leaning more and more towards the Krampus side as opposed to the jolly side?
Oh, 100%. I
yeah, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, I live in a different world now. I mean,
Oh yeah, definitely.
the hell
Yeah.
was
Oh,
that?
hey, Foxy, how are you?
Oh, it's Foxy.
Yeah, Foxy
I'm
joined
doing
us.
good.
Striper,
Oh my
you can unmute. This is an open conversation. For those of you who are going to be tuning in on Dark Star Radio, um, we put an open invitation in our open mic channel and said that anybody could join us and have a Christmas conversation. And we have recently been joined by a previous guest, Foxy Batman, and Striper Viper is here. So we want to welcome both of them into this open forum. Um, and the reason why I asked that is like in world, one of my favorite places, and Z always has to help me choose which photo to use and to post from them, but it's over at Frogmore. And they've got their Christmas set up. And I was over there the other day, and the very first picture that somebody took from over there, they had a Krampus statue
Yeah, I seen
sitting
that.
there. Yeah, they have and that's when it trips like, we're getting more and more and more about this whole uh Krampus thing. And I mean, people are still doing the Santa Claus, if you have kids or, if it's how you're, but it's like we're leaning, it's almost like Christmas is leaning more towards the nightmare of and after Christmas.
Yeah, you know what else? I was saying this to, I think, my daughter. Like, Black Friday, I had to go out, right? And I didn't have to go out for shopping or nothing, but I had to go out, I had some errands to run.
Mhm.
And I remember like being a kid and even being up until adult until like my 20s or 30s to where you couldn't move on Black Friday. Like,
Right.
especially here in the city, like where I'm at in Philly, like I live near shopping centers. Like one of the big shopping centers, unfortunately, is where that plane crashed last year. It's like literally I could walk there. Like that on Black Friday would be wall to wall cars, wall to wall people. We drove past there last Friday and there was no one there. And I'm like, wow, man, like it's so crazy how times have changed now with the additions of Amazon and doing all your shopping online to where like that was a big part of Christmas, like going out and Christmas shopping. As stressful as it was, like I enjoy doing that, like going out and Christmas shopping and being amongst a crowd and seeing Santa, sitting with the kids at the mall. Like that, them days are over. Like they don't
Yeah,
even
but
do that no more.
see, to be honest with I think I told the story about me basically getting stampeded day after Christmas, with some Black Friday stuff after Christmas or whatever it was, and so that kind of turned me off the shopping. So for me, I don't mind the online shopping unless I know for a fact it's like something that I want
Yeah,
that I need to go to the store to look at because I've been in the store before and like, hey, I know they have some in there. I can actually take a look at it because I need to see it for myself. But I try to limit both sides of shop because number one, I don't like going out in public because I deal with public as enough with my jobs.
hmm
And I just don't like because like I don't know what it is, but when people go into Walmart, they don't have this well, of course in this area it probably is because I'm one of those people you walk like you drive. There's no need in taking up the whole aisle, but there's no need to be coming down the wrong way and this and that and being like idiots. So I try to avoid the shopping as it is.
yeah.
But like I said, I can't always shop. I don't like shopping online all the time because I don't get a chance to look at it to actually see what I'm, and ask questions. It's like, oh, this is what it is. Take it. So I see both sides of that part. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just but
Santa Claus.
it still was a part of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like that was all part of the Christmas thing. Like that, I remember being a kid and even being an adult, like, you know, when I had kids, like going to that and like seeing my kids' faces when they seen Santa Claus and being like, it got you into that. It got you into that Christmas spirit. Like it doesn't, if like you said, how Christmas is turning into Krampus and all that stuff. I feel like Christmas spirit has like, is gone. Like
Well,
people are just
yeah,
like, oh, you know, like it's just going with the motions. Another holiday, like even as far as
oh,
decorating, like people don't go. Some people do, but people don't go as far out as they used to. When I was a kid, every house on my block was decorated with lights. Now it's just like you barely get 2 or 3 people on the block that do it. It's
well,
crazy.
that's because now what they're doing is, going with all those blow up,
Hmm.
what do you want to call
Yeah,
those blow up statues, whatever it is, the blow. I don't
The
want to.
deflatable ones,
inflatables,
inflatable
yeah.
ones.
I don't want to. I
Around
don't
here,
want to say
that's not
blow
a
up.
great idea because the kids come through with pellet guns.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. And yeah, and then of course even sometimes with lights, me living in the area that I was in, you always had those kids, and like you said, even Kogan, I've had Christmas lights shot out before. So, but yeah, it's
Yep.
like to me the reason why, in my opinion, that the Christmas spirit is gone. It's not just what you mentioned, but it's also the fact that, in all honesty, it has become too commercialized. It has
Yeah.
become too corporate
Even
because
worse now.
because you start hearing about that. I've been to places where, in all honesty, the joke about Christmas in July is real.
Yeah.
It's
Uh-huh.
like, you got to start separating. Like, don't start talking about Christmas before Halloween. Let Halloween have its day. Don't start talking about Christmas till you start dropping little hints around Thanksgiving, but don't really start doing it until you have everybody knows Black Friday is that's what you do. You do Black Friday. Don't
Yep.
start all this crap in September and August
Well, I
and
mean, if you're in the stores anymore, you don't get Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. You get Halla
Nah.
Thanksmas.
Yep. That's it. That's the truth.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's it. I mean when
I
you
mean,
walk
I
into
was going for
September,
Halloween candy and walked past Christmas trees.
Yep.
I'm
uh-huh.
going, it's not even Halloween yet. You completely ignored the fact that Thanksgiving comes after Halloween and you are out Christmas trees in the middle of October.
Well, the thing with the Thanksgiving too, you know what else played a big part of that is when like, you know, especially in this era now, like I don't want to be make it political, but like the woke era is like
uh, uh,
they kind of what Halloween, what I'm sorry, what Thanksgiving represented about the Pilgrims did to the Indians and all that stuff. So I think like after people really start recognizing that and what happened after the Thanksgiving, people kind of start saying this missing Thanksgiving altogether, basically.
and
Well,
then
yeah, it's kind of like what they did to Halloween with the religious, swearing up and down that Halloween is evil,
Yeah.
So it's witchcraft and demons, and therefore it's unreligious, and it should just be completely canceled. They've
Yep.
just moved on to the next holiday on the list,
Yep.
right,
you know.
one of our sponsors, one of our little listeners, Mad Mike, he puts in here. He said, now," and this is a very good thing. He writes in here. He says Christmas is to him is still kind of magical. He said because he has a large family and that's very close knit, and they all get together every week or at least once a month. And he said it's about 30 of them that get together at a time, and they genuinely like everyone. And he
Hmm.
says, so Christmas is important to him. The spirit is alive in his household. And that's one of the greatest things you can hear because, in all honesty, not a lot of people can say that. So I could see where Christmas, in his family is a big deal. You have, and I'm not going to lie, I have families like mine that I only speak to 2 or 3 cousins because everybody else, for whatever reason, quit talking to me. And I'm fine with that. That's their choice, not mine. And it's just, um,
Yeah, that's what it's
you know,
about, family. I mean, you know, if
it should be.
yeah.
But I have a family that's fake as fuck too.
No, I'm saying I'm agreeing
Well,
with what Mike said. Like, it's about
oh,
family, and that's what it should be about. You know.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
No,
I
I'm
mean
I'm
family
on
and
Mike's
community
side
too.
here. Yes,
I'm
the
sorry. What was
family
that?
and the community. I have got to agree.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm totally in the
Well,
mic.
I'm on Mike's side here because we are actually already planning, and we're planning to the point of we are considering renting a tent for the backyard because we are going to have so many people here.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fun.
nice.
So we're doing the huge dinner, all the gifts, all of it's mom, me, my sister, her husband, her kids, my kids, their significant others, their
Huh.
kids, all in one place.
Wow.
And that place happens to be here at mom's house. So we are actually thinking about possibly putting a tent out in back, one of the enclosed canopies, so that we have enough room to sit and eat. So
That would be cool. But here it's going to be too cold to do something like that because,
Yeah, same.
not all of us can live in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, we really
yeah,
feel like
but
Christmas here. We don't wear shorts on
But some of us
Christmas.
actually have what is considered
well,
real
I mean,
weather.
even even here in the studio, you guys are looking so nice and Christmassy, and I'm
Yeah.
dressed for a Florida Christmas. So
Exactly. Because, like I said,
you know,
there are some of us that in real life we actually have to deal with real Christmas weather.
Yep.
I
That,
mean,
oh
it's
yeah.
not unusual for us to be out on the beach on Christmas where you
Wow.
got bikinis and Santa hats.
Wow.
It's
Jesus.
Nothing
Can you
says
imagine?
Christmas like Christmas lights on a palm tree.
I'm telling you. And I'm sorry, you go by those palm trees at night, and those palm trees look like a dick in the middle of Cummins. They do. They absolutely do. And what's really, really bad in this area is they will wrap intentionally in lights to make it more obvious because they will use red lights around the trunk of the tree and then white lights over the fronds. So it's like you
Oh
got
my
your red
God.
dick sticking up and the white spray going everywhere.
God. Yeah,
Wow, it seems like Z's got dicks on her mind all the time.
I can't imagine why. They're everywhere. This is Florida. It's like they're out here trying to show the shit off, I swear.
Nothing says Christmas like spewing dicks in bikinis.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
All right, so I got a
Oh,
question.
I'm telling you.
And this is
right.
for both of you. All right. Your favorite Christmas moment as a kid, and then your favorite Christmas moment as an adult.
Oh.
I know
Oh.
mine. I know mine both. I can go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
All
As a
right,
kid,
so let you guys think about it. So, all right, first my kid as a kid. I don't know if you guys remember. Well, you might remember BK. It was more of a boy thing. Diamondback bikes.
Yeah.
Remember them?
Oh God.
Yeah.
So back in the 80s, like they were a big deal. Like you had a Diamondback bike, you were in the cool kids club, right? So I wanted one for Christmas, and like a couple of my friends had one, and like I wanted one really bad. And I remember telling my mom, and I'm old, I'm probably like 11 or 12, so I'm past the believing in Santa thing. So I remember telling my mom, I'm like, I want a bike. She's like, I'm not getting you a bike. You're not getting a bike this year. You're absolutely not getting a bike. And I'm like, all right, like whatever. Like now when my mom said something, that was it. Like if she said no, like that's it. Like it wasn't like, we'll see if you're good. Like none of that bullshit. It was like flat out no. I used to go to my grandparents for Christmas Eve because I'm Italian and we do the seven fishes, right? So I went there and I'm kind of like, I'm getting into it, but I'm like, I know I'm not getting a bike and like whatever. I go home, I go to bed, I wake up that next morning and sure enough, as soon as I walk down the steps, there's a Diamondback bike. And I lost my shit. Right? I lost my shit. And I was like, oh my God. Like, and that was the best moment I ever had at Christmas wise. As an adult, so one of my favorite movies is A Christmas Story. Right? I mean, it's probably everybody's favorite movie, but so this is around 2000, whenever at the first Xbox 360 came out.
Oh wow.
And it was hot. Like it just literally came out like around Thanksgiving. You couldn't get it anywhere.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Come
Yeah.
on.
All right, real quick with this story.
Yay Tuesday.
Damn, I knocked off my thing too. So anyway, I'll tell the story and then we'll come back. But So finally, this is like 2 days before Christmas. I get a call. My buddy's like, yo.
Are you all seeing this? We're about to get kicked out because we're
Yeah.
going to real restart.
Luckily, we can still talk, but
Yeah, we can stay on Discord. So 2 days before, my buddy calls me. This is like the 23rd of Christmas, 23rd of December. He's like, yo, man, I'm at wherever he was. They got Xboxes, 360s. I'm like, how many do they got? He's like, I don't know. They got like 4 or 5. I'm like, dude, grab me one. I'll give you the money. They were like $700. When he grabs me one, I give him the money. I'm like, oh shit, like I got it. Like my son's gonna be like fucking nuts, right? So I decide that I'm gonna do the Christmas Story thing with him. So we get him his stuff. He wanted rollerblades and he wanted an Xbox 360. And I kind of told him, like, look, man, that Xbox 360 is going to be tough, man. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull it off. And, he's like, that's fine, Dad. That's fine. It's fine. No problem. So we go Christmas morning. He opens all his presents. I get it. I had, at the time in my house, I had a sectional. And right the sectional kind of curve where my window is. He opens all his presents. I'm sitting there, me and my wife and my daughter, and I'm like, you like everything? He's like, yeah. One of the big traditions in my house, like when growing up with my mom, was always like, your Christmas lights got to be on all day on Christmas. They can never be turned off on Christmas. So I got up that morning. I purposely didn't have them on. I tell my son after, I'm like, yo, go behind the couch and plug in the Christmas lights. All right, goes behind the couch, plugs in the Christmas lights, and there's a box there. He's like, there's a box back here. I'm like, what is it? Picks it up, and it says, my son's name's Paul, too. So it's like to Paul from Santa. I'm like, wonder what that is. And I had it in this big-ass box. Like, it was in a big box, so did it give it away what it was? Yo, when he opened that up and seen the 3-block 60, how excited he was, I literally cried. Like, that's how excited he was. Like, I literally wept because he was so freaking pumped up because he didn't think he was going to get it, and I got it. And like that, them two are my two favorite, as an adult and as a kid, my two favorite moments of Christmas.
Okay, that's fair. Z, do you have yours?
Yeah, and one, it went straight from Christmas as a kid up until my dad passed away, which was, 10, 12 years ago now. My dad was one, he was very, very strict, very, very stern through the entire year, but he lived for Christmas. And Dad's way of thinking was Christmas started the minute that he woke up. And this did not matter if it was 10 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning. If Dad woke up, Christmas started. And it was absolutely nothing unusual to wake up to the sound of Dad in the middle of the house screaming, "Merry Christmas, you're late, why aren't you up?" And even as an adult, going to bed after putting the kids' stuff for the next morning, because there's always that last minute shit that has to be assembled the night before.
Yep.
Right.
So it's absolutely nothing to go to bed at 1 o'clock because we finally got everything put together and get a call at 3 o'clock going, "Why aren't you here yet?" Because we always had Christmas at Mom and Dad's house. We would bring the kids over to open all their stuff over here, and getting the call at 3 o'clock in the morning, "Why aren't you here yet? Coffee's on. We're waiting for you." And it's the very first moment his eyes opened, that's when Christmas started. So you have half asleep kids, half asleep adults. We're driving across town in our pajamas because he wants us there now. Yeah.
So wait, so I have a question,
You walk in the door, the first thing you get is a cup of coffee and Merry Christmas,
So I have a question. With that. So you said it, whatever time it started, right? So 3 o'clock in the morning, you said. The next year, were you guys waiting at like 3 a.m.? He didn't call you till 10 a.m.?
There were some years we were worried because we had not heard from him. But it was like whenever his eyes opened, that is when Christmas started.
I like that
And
actually.
it has been so strange since he passed away. It really put a pall over the
It
Christmas.
does. Yeah,
Uh,
that's I've.
because
Yep, it does.
that was the tradition, and we were all used to getting what that wake up call at whatever time. So, you're late. You're not here yet. We're ready to go. Why aren't you here? You know. As far as an adult, I have to say that my favorite Christmas memory actually starts off because of less than positive. And it's one of those things that it restored my faith in humanity and the holidays all at once. Uh, I was pregnant with my youngest, hugely, hugely pregnant. My husband had lost his job beforehand. We were not going to have a Christmas because there just wasn't any money for it.
Right.
Had three kids and one on the way, barely making the bills with odd jobs and help from family. He had just started a new job at a diner like 2 weeks before, and they found out that we were not going to have a Christmas. And that entire diner actually basically adopted my family.
Oh, that's awesome.
And 2 days before Christmas, they had the entire setup going, meal, gifts for everyone. And I'd have been perfectly happy with just the kids getting something. My whole way of thinking was then and is still now that Christmas is for kids, and they went above and beyond, and not only all of the Christmas supplies, but they gave my husband money to catch up on all the bills that were behind. They had put together enough to buy the entire family uh, season passes for Busch Gardens so that
Oh,
we could take the kids on a trip and go to the theme park, so that they had a good Christmas. They paid for the meal, the tree, the decorations, everything. And I sat there and I just cried my eyes
of
out.
course, of course.
But it really did renew my faith in humanity.
It's good when you hear
And
stories like that with people doing things like that.
we have made it a point since that day that we find a family that is going to do without, and we kind of adopt them,
Yeah.
because families, no kid should have to worry
No,
about getting nothing,
I agree.
especially the ones young enough to still believe in Santa.
Yep.
They're in school, they're hearing about what the other kids in the class got, and they're going, I didn't get anything. Was I bad? Was I on the naughty list? Even though they're good kids.
Yep.
And that's just not right.
I
So,
agree.
All right, let's see. For me, as a child, the best memory I have was when my grandfather was still alive. I think I was about 10 or 11 years old. And it was actually one of those rare times that in the area that I lived in, it actually snowed on Christmas. And actually, that was the year that there was like a little bit of a snowstorm and an ice storm. So we actually had a white Christmas. And woke up that morning, had spent the night at my grandparents' house that night. Um, Forgot why, or forget why, I should say. And they said, I look, me being a kid, oh, Santa's not going to know where I'm at. Santa's not going to know where I'm at. Yeah, don't worry. Santa, we got it. We got it. We got it. And my grandfather was, in all honesty, Christian man, but he was a redneck. And he had a four-wheel drive truck and got in that truck and took me with him because he said, "Oh, by the way, Santa did honestly make a mistake. We got to go to your house and get gifts and get your stuff, or what he brought you." And I went, "But we can't. It's snowing and ice." He goes, "Don't worry, we're gonna get you there." And that was my first experience in the snow and ice in a four-wheel drive truck with my grandfather doing a 6-mile trip to go get my stuff for Santa. So we go all the way back to his house, all the way back to my grandparents' house to have Christmas with everything and everyone together at the same time. So as a
That's
kid,
awesome.
that was my favorite one. As an adult, it wasn't so much as it wasn't anything that happened to me. It was one of those roll your eyes, but at the same time, it was laugh moments. And it happened with my oldest daughter. I'd been in the military, missed a lot of Christmases. First Christmas I was home with her. Um, the plan was that we were going to separate Santa's stuff because we had two different households to go to and say, oh, well, Santa didn't know where you was going to be staying and we could cover for that, right? So we got her the like one set of stuff, and the other stuff was at her um, nanny's house or Nini's house, let's say. And so she gets up, daughter gets up Christmas morning, goes in, sees everything that we had Santa had delivered to our house. She turns around and with the most serious ass look on her face, she says, "This is not what I asked Santa for. It needs to go back." so So that was that was the first time I saw any. Thankfully, she's grown out of that, things like that. But at that time, it was like that was the most diva moment I had ever seen her have. Was it's got to go back. But then Santa wasn't sure, and then we got to the Nene and Papa's house, and that oh yeah, this is what I asked Santa for. So yeah, I had one of those moments.
I remember
Oh my
a
goodness.
funny story when I was a kid, and this I was probably in like second grade, and I still kind of believed in Santa Claus. And my buddy, my best friend, still to this day, his parents got a divorce when they were a kid, like, and he was a kid, like they separated. So they didn't probably do it like the most convenient, like the most I guess adult way of divorcing, where they divorced and it was ugly, right? I didn't understand this at the time, but like it was ugly. So when Christmas came, um, my buddy got like a huge Christmas with his dad and then a huge Christmas with his mom. So like the next day, it was like he's telling me all this shit he got and how Santa went to both his mom and his dad, and it was crazy, like how all this shit he got, right? Because they were trying to outdo one another. Like you get that when you're an adult, not as a kid, you don't understand that, right? I remember going to my mom and dad, and like it was probably like a day after Christmas, 2 days after Christmas, whatever. And I said, I think you and dad need to get a divorce. Because if you guys got a divorce, then Santa would go to both your houses for me instead of just here. And my mom was like, "Excuse me." Yeah.
Well, I mean, I mean, that's logical to a kid.
Right. I didn't
You're
Yeah,
understand it.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
yeah.
understand it back then. You know what I mean? And that was kind of like when I stopped believing in Santa, because my mom's like, "That's not how it works," and blah blah. Like, you know what I mean? Like she was trying to explain to me without ruining it. You know what I mean? And her thing was, my buddy's name's Carmen, right? So he's like, Carmen had a rough, Santa knew he had a rough time. You were more fortunate than he was this year. Like his mom and dad had, they realized, like she was explaining to me, like as a kid, and I was like, yeah, I don't fucking care. Like he got a lot of presents. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, yeah,
I don't care. Fuck your feelings. I want
yeah.
presents.
Fuck him, dude. Like I was good too. I had a rough fucking year too. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
that,
God,
that
that is
does make
so
perfect.
great.
That makes perfect sense to a kid.
Yeah.
All right. Well, apparently, Nina says that she has a Christmas that they have a Christmas story they want to share with us. So go ahead and mic up and let us know. Hello.
You could type it.
Yeah, you can type it. We'll read it out. Didn't know how you want to do this. Oh, okay. All right, Foxy. Since we're going to be waiting on Mina, do you have any?
Well, just I'm gonna say the only ones I can really recall were well, basically ones where we did have a white Christmas. Even though living in the north, you would think, oh, we get snow all the time. Nah, I bet some of green Christmases.
Yep.
All right. Well, looks like Minnie got
Oh,
mixed up.
I was in the wrong thing. Sorry about that.
Okay.
um, so I'm gonna do one backwards because I might actually cry if I say the first one. But I remember one Christmas. This is a true story. I wanted something so bad when I was a little kid. It was I don't who remember Quick Heart Rabbit from Care Bears.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
yes.
Yep.
no, I
I
So
don't.
know.
it was one of the Care Bear cousins, and I wanted this toy when I first saw it. I was probably around 4 or 5. Can never. I won for Christmas. I never got it. I got it. Let's just say about maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I got $20 for Christmas. I I went on Facebook shop, look around, see what I can get for $20, and there was Quick Heart Rabbit next to Lots of Heart Elephant.
Oh.
I lit up like a little kid. I was like,
Oh,
so I
100%.
quickly messaged up. I was like, do you still have this? I want these. How much are they? They said $15.
Oof.
Oh.
Done.
I I I don't drive. It was cold out. My ankles bothering me. I was like, I must have took like 5. I just took a handful of ibuprofen, shoved that in my mouth, and I ran to the meeting spot in the freaking cold. I even forgot my jacket. That's how excited I was. It was snowing
That's
out.
awesome.
But yes, and it's they're in my band, and I love them. But this is the reason why I said this is the one that's going to probably hurt the most because I recently lost my mom a couple weeks ago,
Sorry to hear that.
I'm so sorry.
and I'm not gonna say. And the thing wasn't a happy family, but I do remember one Christmas. Um, we had a tradition in the house. We do go. Sorry if I'm getting a little sad right now, but
It's all right.
um, we went to go look at Christmas lights before there was inflatables. Before everybody before it got so Christmas that everybody do it. But there was a flower shop, and they would had a Santa. They would have like elves on this sleigh on the seesaw, and they were just working, and it was beautiful because it was a setup that just was so beautiful, and you could tell this. And it was just a small little flower shop, and they went all out. And I remember trying to look for my name on the list because they have like a bunch of names on the list, and it was like, and I was like, am I on the night list because I can't find my name? I remember my mom saying, "Look, your name's right there on top." And it was. I didn't even see it, but she did. And I remember my dad, who wasn't really gentle at all, would just put his hand on my head and said, "You've been a good kid."
Yeah.
And it's not many good memories I can say I have with her, but to me that's still close to my heart.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sorry if I'm crying right now.
No, you're fine.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, no,
No,
no.
no,
Oh, yeah.
no.
And as expressed before, we are very sorry for your loss. We've all experienced it, and like earlier when I was talking about, some of my best memories with my grandfather, and every year Christmas is very hard for me. So and for you it's more recent, but it still hits very hard. So all of us understand Z's, her
Oh,
dad,
yes.
you know,
Because Christmas just isn't the same now. And
No.
it's, like I say, it's been 10, 12 years, and
Yep.
it's still really hard every year at Christmas.
I
absolutely.
always tell my
I
kids.
completely sympathize.
I always tell my kids, especially like my son, like my daughter just had her first baby, but I always tell my son. And I remember saying this last year. We were at his house on Christmas Eve, and I always say, you got to stop, like right now, because these are the good times. Like, you know what I mean? Like 20, 30 years from now, you're going to think about this right now. Like, you got to stop and drink it all in and enjoy it and not worry about all the bullshit about like rushing and cleaning up and all that. Stop and just focus on your kids and look how happy they are and drink all that in, because these are the memories that you're going to hold on to for the rest of your life. And it's happening right
Oh,
now.
absolutely. Yes. Don't be so worried about
Exactly.
being right and looking just so, because the moments that you're going to remember the most, they're messy, they're loud, they're happy.
Yep.
It's just, like I say, Dad standing in the middle of the house screaming out that it was time to wake up. And I miss that, and I would give anything to have that happen again, get that
Yep.
3 o'clock in the morning phone call asking why we're not there yet because he's waiting. You know,
Yep.
it's just never the same, but I am so glad that I have those memories to hang on to.
Absolutely.
100% on that. All right, let us kind of gather ourselves here for a minute. Let's hear something really quick from our sponsors, and don't forget to like and subscribe because it does help to help. What was it? The algorithm thingamajiggy, whatever the thing is, supposed to help get our show out there and get us suggested to people who might not know we exist. So any help that you can give us, screw y'all. Any help that you can give us, really appreciate it. Wow, you just gonna laugh at me to the sponsors. Okay.
I could not hold it in at the algorithm thingy.
Algorithm thingy. That's our tech guy there, BK.
Our tech guy, the only guy
Reading
that
assembly
Push
instructions,
that editing button thingy you do there.
right? What episode is
Hand me the whatchamacallit, I have to attach this thing in a job. I
Hey,
mean,
don't forget the collection of doohickeys I have.
yes, doohickey.
Oh my God. All right. So we are here today talking about some of our favorite Christmas. Actually, anything about Christmas Day. It's been good Christmas memories. We've been talking about movies. We've been talking about some songs and this and that. So, and I've mentioned it earlier that one of the things that I have that's kind of turned me off to Christmas is just how corporate it's become.
Yeah.
It's not turned about family anymore. It's about how much money that can make. You get all these people, these companies whining and crying because, oh, we only made $10 billion last year. We're down 300 million from last year. Screw y'all.
Yep.
Okay. But I'm gonna get into something here about something that kind of goes along with the holiday season. When I was talking about earlier, and I saw a meme the other day, and I totally 100% agree with this. It says, "Hey, Black Friday deals. Everybody's got a big screen TV. How about cutting some prices on those groceries?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yes,
my God.
yes. I don't care about, saving $300 on the 80-inch TV.
Yeah.
Put the Tide half price.
You know,
Right?
you know what?
Give me the $2 gallon of milk, and my ass will be in my PJs at the grocery store in line. You know,
You know what pisses me off too about the Black Friday deals? So I got, like with the streaming things, like I have Spotify. Like I listen to Spotify all the time when I'm working, all the time. So
Okay.
Black Friday, I get an email and it's like, oh, Spotify deal, get 6 months free. I'm like, oh shit, I'm paying $12 a month. I look and it's like, oh, only for new subscribers. Like, what about me who's been with you for
Yeah.
fucking 12 years? What do I get?
Yeah, that's like one of those. That's like all of a sudden, around the holidays, like your cable company and stuff like that. So, oh, this is the offer. But it's like, but wait a minute, we've been paying you this money all this time, and we don't. We get absolutely nothing. Like with the with cell phone companies,
Yeah.
get a an iPhone. What is it now? iPhone 400, whatever number they're up to right now. Get this for this and this and this and this, and then it's like, new, new accounts only. It's like, what
Yeah, it's
happened to
annoying.
your?
Like, why don't you throw a bone every now and then to your customers? You know what I mean? Like, hey, you get a month free this month. Thanks for being a
What about
supporter.
eggnog? I'm freaking $8.
I am not joking about that.
I'm not big on eggnog.
Nah, I hate eggnog.
Okay.
I mean,
So speaking of
Okay.
eggnog, all right,
okay.
let's do. Go ahead. Yeah, tell your story.
Let me tell you my last eggnog story. Okay, so this was, I mean, we're talking a long time ago because I was still talking to my brother, and I was living in another part of Tennessee, and this is before I actually left to go be with my now wife. So we're talking well over a decade ago. Okay. So my brother come to visit, woman that I was with at the time, come visit us for Christmas, and he decides he's going to bring some eggnog with him. And my brother is a very big fan of Southern Comfort,
Mm,
so
my dad's drink.
he goes gets the eggnog, and it starts off how you would figure normal. It's like, okay, he's never, he's like, I've never tried the Southern Comfort with this particular eggnog, so I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. So the first time I'll put not so much comfort into it in case it's bad, and then we know, not to do it. I'm like, all right, that's fine. So the first one that he made for us was like an 80-20, it was like 80% eggnog. Well, after that, it went from 80-20 to 60-40, and the 60 was Southern Comfort, to I think there was approximately 24 ounces of Southern Comfort, and it was topped off with eggnog. And I do not remember anything after that. That was my last eggnog experience.
Wow. All right, so here, how about we do this? How about we
All right.
talk? We'll get everybody's opinion on this, or everybody's moments. Favorite family or whatever Christmas traditions that you do every year.
Oh, well, for us, I don't know if you want to call it tradition, but one thing that my real life does, because of her job, she gets our son a advent calendar every year, and
Yeah.
just so happens this year, because he's still in Godzilla, she found a Godzilla advent calendar, and when you open up, you get get the Godzilla, different Godzilla ornaments. Last year it was Minecraft; he was into that, so I guess it's like, I guess the advent calendar for him, something that we do as a countdown to Christmas every year, is kind of what started it. And he started about 3 years ago.
Oh, that's cool. How about you, Z?
Oh, let's see. I think my mom and dad, Christmas has always been their thing. And mom's biggest thing is no sooner have the dishes after Thanksgiving dinner been washed than she is pulling out ornaments and garland. And you eat Thanksgiving dinner and you help put up the tree and the decorations. That's just, that is when Christmas starts. It's as soon as Thanksgiving dinner is done.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's
I
just
can't move after Thanksgiving dinner.
okay. I have a question as far as a flashback. Frank the Christmas Gargoyle.
The hell is that?
How many
What is that?
remember when that happened?
What is that?
Yeah,
Oh
I never even heard of that.
no. This has just been a few years ago. There was, it went on for a good 6 months on Facebook that this happened. There was an HOA Karen around Christmas time who threw an absolute fit at a woman because she had a gargoyle statue on her front step in front of her front door, the little porch area there, and threw an absolute shit fit because Frank was not a Christmas decoration, so he did not belong there. Well, left the note on the woman's door bitching about it. So the next day, Frank is wearing a Santa hat. Therefore, Frank is
Ah,
now Frank is now a Christmas decoration. Now this pissed Karen off severely. So over the course of this time, this lady ends up with um, skeleton animals in Christmas hats, um, had a picture of Bruce Willis in when he's climbing through the, the air duct,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh,
got a picture of him over the mailbox. You know, this is a Christmas movie kind of thing. Had the plague doctors in Christmas hats. Had a hippo in a Christmas hat. And Karen is just absolutely losing her shit day by day. This one went through every day before Christmas. It was her version of an advent calendar almost, because every day she would add something else to this front set. I'm sorry, I lived for the updates on this page. I watched it as it was happening. It was absolutely hilarious. And she threw a fit because of the one hippo that she had put out, because hippos are not Christmas. And it's like, I'm sorry, there actually is a Christmas song with a hippo. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. So it became one of the taglines that came up was "Hippos or Christmas AF." You know, it's like, but it was absolutely hilarious. The amount of trouble that this went through, and at one point, uh, Karen went up and had knocked down all of her decorations.
Wow.
Uh, and that's when the plague doctor came in, because he was the doctor for all of the Christmas decorations. It just, oh my goodness. But she took petty to a whole new level. Okay, here we go. Because this was, I'm going to send this in the Discord chat. Yes, Frank the Christmas Gargoyle, Mike.
Yeah, I gotta read
This was Frank.
oh my God.
Okay.
He's
But,
so
but
cute.
Karen threw a fit about it. Okay, here we go. So one of my neighbors left me a note informing me that my gargoyle statue is not appropriate and not in keeping with the Christmas spirit. They firmly suggested that I rectify the situation immediately. Well, problem solved. Frank is now festive. I'm pretty sure that this is not what they had in mind, and I look forward to the future note stating as much. But one, Frank is very heavy and he doesn't get moved. And two, I like him, even if he's not so great at warding off evil Karens, was her post.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes the next. And I actually found a site here that has some of her posts in order. Okay, so got a new note wanting to know if I think I'm funny. Why, yes. Yes, I do. Decided to add an elf on the shelf and leave a note back that the elf is always watching. I may add one item a day now, like an advent calendar. Too bad my porch is so small, I could really deck it out. Well, came back again. Next day, here we go.
Oh
Today
God.
we added a snowman. No new notes yet. Was crumpled up in my flower bed, so Karen knows it's on. Here we
That's
go.
funny.
Next day, Bruce Willis makes his appearance.
Oh God.
Okay, so this one is by special request. I don't want to wade into the Die Hard as a Christmas movie debate, but I imagine Karen is not of the mind that it is. Therefore, it seems most appropriate to include Bruce Willis in my display. Yippee-ki-yay and Merry Christmas. No new notes as of yet, but I'll keep you informed. Next day, here we go. This is when our skeleton critters start showing up. I tried to convince one of the cats to sit outside in a costume as part of my display, kind of like one of those living nativity displays. They all declined. So, festive skeleton cat it is. All right, next note she says, hello pot, neat kettle. Got another note on my door when I arrived home from work today. Karen informed me that I'm being beyond childish and my behavior is ridiculous. She also called me out for celebrating death, which I assumed means she does not like my festive cat skeleton, and said that it is unbelievable that I would mock the homeless in such a manner. I'm assuming she's talking about the Die Hard picture and doesn't know that's Bruce Willis. But I'm not fluent and crazy, so who knows? She complained about my Christmas inflatable Fiona in the front yard, which is just rude. Who doesn't love Fiona? Fiona is the inflatable hippo. Oh, and she threatened to report me to the HOA again. Anyway, I'm going to leave this picture taped to the front door in place of the note tomorrow, in addition to the next piece in what I'm referring to as the best damn festive display in the land. So, that she did stick the hello pot meat kettle on her door for the next day.
Nice.
And then she says, well, if she didn't like the cat, she's definitely not going to like the dog. I think he's hella festive, though. He's also noise activated and has fresh batteries. Next time she leaves a note, she's in for a surprise. I made sure to put a collar and tags on him. I don't want Karen reporting me to the county for having an unlicensed dog. This display is going to take over my entire porch, is what she says. And this, here we go. She has added the dog to go with the cat.
Nice.
And he is festive as fuck. It would seem got a little frisky and went after Karen this morning. The note was short and sweet and to the point today. This is what she found. She had this taped to her front door, and apparently Karen did not care for it. She actually knocked down.
Why do people do this stuff? It's nuts. Like, who cares?
I don't know. It's like stay in your lane.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but seriously, it goes on and on and on. Had an early morning dentist appointment, needed to go to the grocery, so it was dark when I put out today's edition. Karen had already been here by the time home. Originally, I just had the hippos out, but she left me a note. Hippos have nothing to do with Christmas. Written just like that in all caps and a full 10 exclamation points. I personally found this statement false and offensive. Who doesn't want a hippopotamus for Christmas? Okay, maybe it's just me. Anyway, I put up the sign so she'd know how incorrect she is. And on her sign here, it says, hippos are Christmas AF. Yes, exactly. That, Mike, is exactly how her porch ended up looking.
Wow.
The picture that Mike just put in. She literally goes through every day and adds something new.
Wow.
Good for her, though. I mean, good for them,
to
man.
the point of this was during COVID because she had little COVID stuffies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was in 2020. Looks like the first one, the wreath is coronavirus. Only a matter of time before this asshole showed up. Maybe he'll be able to keep Karen 6 feet away from my porch. He actually added a little COVID-19 stuffy to her front porch display.
Nice.
No, God.
Oh,
But they,
Cool.
she literally, the picture that Mike put in is actually, and I mean, here's Kevin in Home Alone. You guys give up yet? Or are you thirsty for more? She's got the plague doctor holding the picture, and then she's got the little plague rats that are out there, and she she literally took this for like the entire month and the time after Christmas, even that they went back and forth, and she literally added something every day. It
That's so
was
funny.
absolutely hilarious.
that
Watching that unfold as it happened was it was my favorite Christmas story ever. Was
and
great.
and the dedication that it takes for that.
Well,
Can I say something?
you gotta love a petty bitch,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Who said
with
that?
it went viral, obviously,
I never heard of it.
and had people all over the world paying attention. She actually ended up being able, through Frank, she raised over $330,000 for different charities.
Oh, so a good thing came of it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes, she
Absolutely.
did. She because um, people wanted to send things for her to add to her display, and she kindly refused that and said, if you really want to help, make a donation to this, or you can send the money to me, and I'll make the donation from Frank.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
it was over $330,000 was raised for different charities,
Wow.
Wow, good for
all
her.
because
though.
Karen wanted to just stick her nose in somebody else's business about a gargoyle on her porch.
Just for her to make
Mina,
her
did
own.
you say you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I'm just about to say that the Gargoyle movie was supposed to come out around Christmas from Disney, but it was pushed back to
Yes,
January. So technically,
yes.
Gargoyle is part of Christmas.
And I'm sorry, Frank looked festive AF in his little hat there.
And he
If
he had the beard too.
if Karen had just stopped off then, it never would have gone viral. It would have
Oh
been
no.
just been a little giggle, but she decided she had to keep sticking her nose in, being a bitch. So she apparently this woman had the time and energy.
You know
So
what? You know what? Here's the thing, though. I don't know if they were available then, which I'm sure they were. But me personally, only because of the Yippee Ki thing, I wouldn't have done the Elf on the Shelf. I would have put Snoop on the stoop up there
right, right.
oh, see, that would have
Oh,
been good.
God.
and have him
But
hold the Yippee Ki.
but yeah, she took all of the different stuff that really isn't what you would first think of for Christmas and made it festive. I loved the hippos or Christmas AF. You
Right.
know,
I agree. I mean, everybody knows that song. One hippopotamus for Christmas, or they should have at least heard a version of it. I mean,
exactly,
but
exactly. Hippos are Christmas, man. So,
okay,
but
okay,
Karen just had
okay,
to stick her nose in. That
okay. So
year, I absolutely loved watching that unfold.
okay, so now I have a question. Strictly childhood answer only. Okay, because we know what happens when you go up as an adult. You get disappointed all the time. As a child, what was one thing that you asked Santa for that you never got?
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh,
I know. I know mine.
Okay.
The GI Joe aircraft carrier.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
me, the only thing I can think of would have been a book that was too old for my age level because I look back now and I realize just how lucky I was as a kid because when I asked for something, especially around Christmas, I tended to get it. And then, of course, I had the relatives that wanted to treat me like I was my sister and wanted all the girly pink shit that I never had any interest in. I have never been the girly girl type. I don't do the ruffles and all that crap. I never have. I've always been a darker kind of girl. And there were, of course, those female relatives that wanted to go, all girls like pink girls. And no, not all girls do. But,
What about you,
but my
BK?
parents
Oh,
most
go
of
ahead,
the
Z.
time understood me. But I was a bookworm from a very early age, and I would read things quite above my age level, I should say. So that was probably the only thing that I would ask for that I didn't get.
And now you're making up for it as an adult and reading all the smut you can.
Oh yes, I love my smut books. I do. I live on my smut books, man.
I'm aware.
What about you, BK?
Hey, I got your wife hooked on my smut books.
I
So,
know,
you know.
I know. Believe me, I know.
Oh,
Okay.
this festive podcast is taking a turn.
Okay, so for me, it would have been the year that I asked for the Huffy Bandit bike. Remember those? Remember they come out with
Yes.
the Bandit bikes because they named it. It would come out after Smokey and the Bandit come out, and it was the
Mm-hmm.
black Huffy Bandit bikes, and I wanted one, and I never got it.
Oof.
Mm.
Did I make you stop believing in Santa?
No, not really. I just quit asking him. No, I mean, but if you think about it, Santa's full of shit. Okay, because this is something that I have been talking about for years and years and years and years. Here's why I don't believe in Santa, and I believe Santa is a greedy fat bastard.
Oh boy.
Okay, because for years I have been asking him for Christmas for the list to the naughty girls' houses, and he keeps that for himself.
Well, of course he does. If you're only going to come once a year, you got to know where the naughty girls live.
Yeah,
But
hear
it
that?
does.
If you're only going to come
Oh
once a
my
year,
God.
Yeah, but the thing about it is, though, is
I got you, Z. I got it. That didn't go over my head.
here's the thing about that. I call bullshit on that because I'm sorry, even as active or as my drive still is at my age, there is no way you're going to do all of that in one night. So the
Whoa.
man needs help.
Are we getting into the physics of
Oh,
this?
no.
I'm
You
just
use
Slows
the
time down.
magic
Slows
dust.
time down.
Hey, slows time down.
Oh God.
Oh,
This got
Oh,
hurt.
he uses a little magic dust.
yeah. See,
Just
that's it. He
the magic
grinds
dust known
up
as
the Cialis and the Viagra. That's his
it's
magic.
magic dust called cocaine.
Oh,
It
good.
takes that long.
Okay.
All right, I got one, and I don't think
Okay.
anybody will remember this. Who remembers Mask?
The movie?
Mask?
The movie?
Mask. No, not the movie. Mask. M.A.S.K. You know, Mask
Oh,
Crusader, working
I,
overtime, fighting crime.
yeah.
So
Back in that was like the 90s, right? Or
Oh,
early
yeah,
90s?
I
80s, but
was in the military by
80s.
then.
Yeah.
okay, when I found out about this toy, I remember seeing it in a toy shop. I was like, "What the hell is this?" And I want this so badly. This thing was discontinued years ago, and I always ask Santa, "Can I get the Goliath mask vehicle?" It came with a tow truck and the what you call the Formula Racer, and it would turn into a jet. And the thing was, it would also have missile launchers. It was like four
Oh,
toys in one.
I think I found it.
I was
Post it.
I'm looking it up right now. 1985. See, I don't remember. Oh,
That?
wait a minute. Oh, I remember that because people were
Yeah.
talking about the fact that it was it was too much. I mean, like a blatant rip off of the Transformers.
no, that's not the one. But here, I'll show you what it
That's
looks
what
like.
That's what I'm looking at.
Ooh,
No,
this one
that's not
looks.
the right
Damn,
one.
I
That's the
want this one.
Firefly.
Jesus.
What?
This is the one I saw I wanted. It had,
Oh, the big stomp.
Oh, I
yeah.
vaguely remember that.
Yeah,
Wow.
I actually kind of remember that myself. Oh
I
my
don't.
god, that's just like a memory that just was lost. Well, once I seen it, I'm
I
like,
don't.
whoa, I kind of do remember this.
And here's the thing: I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I do not. I don't remember these. Huh?
Mm, I
That's
just
You-
wanted, and I
the
wanted the Goliath, which I just posted, but yes, it was such a,
okay. So
it was like,
Doom Buggy
Let
changes
me
to a rocket
guess. Let me guess,
fighter.
Mina. You seen this in the Sears catalog?
no, I saw this at a thrift store,
The
and I
best.
wanted in a,
Wow.
and I could never get it. I was like, and today I still want this dang toy. I only saw it once in my life. I was like,
Oh, I'm sure
and
somebody. I'm sure somebody somewhere's got one. They want too much money for it.
yeah, it's like $400 now.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
That's Sears
tremendously.
catalog. I mean, going back to traditions, that was like a tradition every year. Getting that Sears catalog right around like November. My mom saying, "Circle what you want. What you going to ask Santa
See,
for?"
Circle what you
my
want. That
mom
way I can
did
see what
that.
I can afford.
My mom did that, but it wasn't with Sears. My mom and dad, when I was growing up, they both were heavy smokers and they smoked the Raleigh cigarette.
Ooh.
And Raleigh, when you got the packs, they had a coupon, a ticket in the back. And you would save up these tickets, and so many of them, you could trade them for things out of their catalog. My mom would have cardboard boxes full of these freaking Raleigh coupons that she would save up for the entire year just to turn them in for gifts. It's ridiculous.
Reminds me of when my brother that when
Smoke
he
up,
was
mom.
Exactly.
I'm gonna
You
say
sure you
I
don't want
vaguely
another
remember.
pack, you know?
I
Yeah,
think Paul
okay.
did that too.
We did Frank the Christmas Gargoyle.
right.
Have you guys heard about the letter trade off between Santa and Jeremy?
Oh boy,
Who?
Ron Jeremy.
A little a
Oh,
little boy, a
wow.
little boy, a little boy named Jeremy.
Oh,
Let
it's
me
not like
see if we can
Johnny, is
find
it?
this. Oh no, 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 no. See, Jeremy was very displeased with his Christmas haul and actually ends up having a letter interaction with Santa. He starts off his letter, "Dear Santa, I am writing this on the day after Christmas, and I am very sad. I only received one of the two presents I asked for. Since you ate my cookies, I will assume that my missing gift was a mistake. I will give you 1 week to fix this."
1 week.
Well, Santa writes back and says, "Dear Jeremy, I'm sorry that you're disappointed with your presents. You asked for two very expensive presents, and Santa can only do so much. You need to learn to be grateful for what you have, not upset about what you don't. If you continue to complain, I will have no choice but to add you to the naughty list next year." And it's signed Santa. The next letter from Jeremy. Jeremy is not taking this well at all. Starts off, "Dear Fatty,
You're
your
fatty.
threats don't scare me. Your threats don't scare me. I played your game and you did not deliver. This is not okay. I will give you 1 week, then you will pay. P.S. I don't know why you care that it is expensive when you have elf slaves to make things for you. I
Damn.
think you are naughty
Oh,
slaves. So
Slaves.
Santa writes back, Dear Jeremy, you're being a very bad little boy because you cannot be happy with what you have. I have talked to your parents and told them to take your you. Now you have nothing. Once you learn to be grateful, perhaps you can have it back. I'm very disappointed in you, Jeremy. You need to be an extra good boy here if you want to make it back onto the nice list. Well, you can guess how well this went over
With
for
you,
Jeremy. Dear Santa, I do not like that stunt you pulled with with my parents. You are on my naughty list now. Be afraid. You look slow and easy to kill. Enjoy your cookies next year because they will be poisoned. I hope you die, Jeremy.
Oh
wow.
my God. Wow.
goodness.
Wow.
Yes, yes. Now,
Wow.
I, I, I have to find this video because the man who reads this is absolutely hilarious. Here we go. Let's see. Jeremy's Christmas letter. Here we go. So I can put this. Here we go. I'm going to put this in here
Uh-oh.
just so that the way this man reads this is absolutely priceless.
Okay. I have to go check that out later.
Yes, because the way he reads it adds so much to it. And Jeremy just is not playing. You know, hey, dear fatty, you know,
Right? Wow.
you're on my naughty list. Enjoy your cookies. Poison them. Oh, damn.
Right?
I
Wow.
played your game. It's not okay. I don't know why you care they're expensive. You elf slaves.
That's the one that got me, the elf slaves.
Yes. So, it's hilarious some of the stuff you can find around Christmas, though.
Yeah, and wow. And that's just that honestly, that's a very accurate story about how the world has changed from the time when we grew up.
Yeah,
During
definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Absolutely, yes.
All right,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, no, I'm sitting there going,
What a way to end it.
right? All right, everybody. Once again, we want to thank you all for tuning in and supporting us. And like we said at the beginning of the show, this has been one hell of a year. We did not honestly think we were going to be here, but thank you all for making sure that we are. We will see you all next time. Enjoy and Merry Christmas.
Yep. Happy holidays, whatever you celebrate, and Merry Christmas or whatever.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know the political,
Have a
the
happy holiday.
political correct thing to say anymore, but
However you celebrate this holiday season, that is what we say to you.
there
How's
you
that?
go. There you go.
Okay.
Better.
All right. That works.
There you
Yeah,
go.
screw political correctness. It's always been Merry Christmas to me.
Yep.
8 years later, it's so Merry fucking Christmas.
There you go, Foxy. That's where we're ending it right there.
Absolutely, yes.
I agree with you, Foxy, on that one. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, good night.
There you go.
Oh, definitely.
All right, all. Bitch Please has teamed with Whatchamacallit. Brings you all of your clothing needs from custom wrestling attire to everyday clothes. Established in 2007, Whatchamacallit is one of the oldest clothing stores in SL. For more information, contact Baddock Og. Custom work is available, and they have clothes for men and women.
Have you ever logged into Second Life just to spend time with that special someone? Or just to escape that headache called real life and you just can't seem to find anything to do? Well, here at Warblood City, we have got something for you. Rentable bikes for a bike ride. a cafe for that date night, or a place to catch up with friends over tea and coffee. We also have our very own movie theater, so make sure you check out what's on the big screen. Every year from the 21st of September until the 1st of November, there is Warblood City's annual Autumn Carnival, so make sure to check that out. All you got to do is go into your search bar and type in Warblood Isle. Take the teleport, and welcome to the last stop you'll need for fun. We will see you all very, very soon.
LPW, otherwise known as Limitless Pro Wrestling. Check out their shows Riot Thursday nights at 4 p.m. SLT, then catch them again on Unleashed Sundays at 1 p.m. SLT.
Aaron's Domain is a SL themed server for friends, family, and the SL wrestling community. They have all sorts of channels and categories that may pique your interest and are currently tied to several other feds in the SL community, whether Rain works there or not. They do show their support for the family in the best way that they can. If you wish to become a member and join us, feel free to ask herself or Chrissy and they will get back to you. Welcome to the Aaron family, and the door is always open.
Premier Wrestling is Second Life's leading federation for virtual sports entertainment, where passion meets performance, and the spotlight's not just on the ring, it's on you. We're recruiting now. Wrestlers, commentators, managers, referees. If you've got the drive, we've got the platform. With 4 electrifying weekly shows, Overload, Attitude, Rise, and ABW, Premier isn't just entertainment, it's a movement, a community, a gateway to the virtual world, proudly partnered with Linden Labs. Whether you're here to compete, perform, or elevate the action behind the scenes, there's a place for you in the Premier family. Step into the story. Visit premier-wrestling.com and join the action.